Hey guys, and welcome to this demonstration of Kamua. In this video I'm going to show you how to create an Instagram or Facebook story in a few minutes with AutoCut and Smart Crop from two source videos. So we'll start off by pasting in the links and clicking Add Videos. And now we can see how AutoCut has automatically cut the videos into their component shots ready for editing. Over to the left we have the source videos or assets, which we can scrub through to quickly identify. We can also click the sidebar to hide them and select between the videos here at the top. Let's use this first shot as an intro. And now I'll quickly add some shots to the timeline by switching between the sources at the top and selecting the clips I want by hovering over them and clicking Add to Timeline. We'll use that one as well. This looks nice. And there. I can also select multiple shots at once by checking the first shot I want, and if I hold down Shift, it will select all consecutive shots between that shot and the next shot I select. Then I just click the button at the top to add all of those 11 shots to the timeline. And now let's click on the settings icon in the side panel. We're creating a story, so I'll select Portrait. And now you can see a small portrait frame over the shots. Without Smart Crop, it will default to the center of the frame. So let's select Smart Crop. We don't need to check Remove Black Bars because this video doesn't have any. We'll leave the speed at 100%, keep the audio, and we'll also keep audio crossfade at 0.2 seconds. I could also add an intro and outro video if I want to, but I don't need to do that for this video. There are two ways to process the Smart Crop. I can click on a shot in the timeline and click the process button in the top right, and while it's processing we can click the side arrows to edit the other shots. Let's just see how it did. There, it's tracked the car moving across the frame, and now we'll click Apply and Close. Now if I want to process the whole timeline at once, I can either do a full render, which will count towards my monthly quota, or I can do a draft render for a watermark version just for previewing. Let's go for a draft render. Let's see how the Smart Crop did.
Oh wow.
What's your biggest fear in life?
Biggest fear? Driving in a car at 250 k's an hour.
That's pretty good, but let's go back in and customize it. I'll just click Edit and Confirm to overwrite the current timeline with the process version. And now I'll click the first shot to begin customizing. Firstly, I want to center the text here, so I'll disable Smart Crop and drag the window to exactly where I want it. Then on to the next shot. Okay, so I'd like to select Will Langford here, but I also don't want to include the text at the bottom. So I'll disable Smart Crop again, drag the box over Will and resize the crop area so that we don't include the text. And I'll just click Apply before moving on. This is the one I processed before, so I'll go on to the next shot. Okay, very similar to the Will Langford shot, but it has selected the driver this time. I want to select Luke Bruce and also crop out the text, so I'll just disable Smart Crop and adjust the crop area to fit. Okay, this shot works quite nicely, but I'd like the text to be a bit more readable, so I'll move the crop area to a more suitable place. I also want to trim the beginning of this clip, which I can do by zooming in at the bottom here and dragging the trim area to a point I like, or I can move the playhead and click on the Set Trim Begin button, apply and move on. Pretty happy with this shot. This shot's nice. Okay, this shot works, but let's add a custom track to the wheel. Just click the custom track button in the corner, and now I can draw a box around whatever I want to be tracked, then hit the check button to apply it. So here I'd like Alistair Clarkson a little more centered, so let's track the helmet. That shot's okay. This is just a quick transition shot, so I'll leave that as is. This one's pretty nice too. So it's selected Alistair for this shot, which works pretty well, but let's add a bit more variety to the edit by selecting the driver with a custom track box. We can see Alistair's talking in this shot, so if you want to preview the audio, you can simply click the unmute button.
car at 250 k's an hour.
This will also unmute all of the shots, including the auto cut shots in the main edit window. Now for me personally, I don't want to include this shot because the text is too wide for the crop, so I'll show you how to remove that from the timeline in a moment. Let's move on to the last shot. Right, it does a nice job of tracking the car, but I'd like the shot to end on the text, and to do that we can split the clip. I'll just zoom in and drag the playhead to the point I want it splitting, and click the scissor icon on the playhead to split it, and then click apply. Now I can click the arrow again to edit the second half of the split. So for this shot I'll just disable smart crop and drag the crop area to where I want it. Apply and close. And to delete that unwanted shot from the timeline, simply click the cross in the corner. As you can see, the total duration is a little over 15 seconds, but I want the video to be 15 seconds or less to give me the option of downloading as a GIF. To do that I'll just quickly trim the first shot a little. And now let's go for a full render. So I can click to download as a GIF, download the full video, or preview it in the browser.
Oh wow.
What's your biggest fear in life?
Biggest fear? Driving in a car at 250 k's an hour.
Thanks for watching guys, see you for the next video.